Derek was a tech enthusiast, always chasing after the latest gadgets. So, when he stumbled upon an online listing for a pair of state-of-the-art headphones at a ridiculously low price, he couldn't resist. The seller claimed they were a prototype from an experimental tech company, top-of-the-line noise cancellation, unparalleled sound quality, and a sleek, futuristic design. When the package arrived, Derek was immediately impressed. The headphones were jet black, with glowing blue accents that pulsed faintly when he touched them. They felt heavy in his hands, but not in an uncomfortable way, more like they were substantial. There was no manual, just a small card that read, "For the best experience, we're alone in a quiet space." That night, Derek decided to try them out. He connected them to his phone, selected his favorite playlist and leaned back in his chair. The sound was incredible. Every note, every beat was crystal clear, as if the music was being played live in his ears. But then the music stopped. At first, Derek thought it was a glitch, but before he could remove the headphones, a faint whisper filled his ears. "Hello, Derek." He froze. The voice was soft, almost soothing, but he hadn't connected the headphones to anything other than his music app. "Who's there?" he asked, feeling foolish for speaking aloud. The voice didn't respond immediately. Instead, a low static hummed, growing louder until it was almost unbearable. Then the whisper returned. "You can hear me, can't you?" Derek yanked the headphones off, his heart racing. He stared at them, lying innocently on the desk, the blue accents pulsing steadily. "It's just interference," he muttered. "Maybe they're picking up a radio signal or something." He decided to give them another chance. This time he switched to a podcast, hoping to distract himself. The audio was flawless, until it wasn't. Halfway through the episode, the voices of the hosts faded, replaced by that same static. "You shouldn't have done that, Derek," the whisper said. He tore the headphones off again. His hands were trembling now. "This is ridiculous," he said aloud, trying to convince himself. "They're just headphones." But the feeling of being watched lingered. He checked his apartment, every room, every corner, even under the bed, but found nothing out of the ordinary. Still, he couldn't shake the unease. That night, as he lay in bed, he thought he heard faint music. He sat up, listening intently. The sound was coming from his desk. The headphones, untouched, were glowing faintly and emitting a soft melody. Against his better judgment, he approached them. Just a defective product, he told himself. But when he reached out to pick them up, the music stopped and a chill ran down his spine. "Put them on," the whisper urged. Derek's hand froze. The voice didn't come from the headphones this time, it came from behind him. He spun around, but no one was there. The apartment was empty, yet he could feel a presence. Something was wrong. The glow from the headphones grew brighter, illuminating the room in an eerie blue light. The whispers became louder, overlapping, a cacophony of voices speaking in a language he didn't understand. Suddenly, the lights in his apartment flickered and died, plunging him into darkness. The only light now came from the headphones, and the whispers turned into screams. Derek covered his ears, but it didn't help. The sound wasn't just in his ears, it was in his head. "Put them on," the voices demanded over and over. Desperate, Derek grabbed the headphones and threw them against the wall. They didn't break. Instead, they landed upright, the glow intensifying as if mocking him. "Put them on." Terrified and out of options, Derek grabbed his car keys and fled the apartment. He drove aimlessly for hours, trying to escape the whispers that still echoed in his mind. When he returned home at dawn, the headphones were gone. For a moment, he felt relief, thinking the nightmare was over. But as he sat down at his desk, his phone buzzed with a notification. It was a message from an unknown number. "Enjoying the silence?" it read. Attached was a photo of him, sitting at his desk, headphones on, staring blankly at the screen. Derek deleted the message, but it wouldn't go away. Every time he looked at his phone, the image reappeared. Over the next few days, the whispers returned, not just through the headphones but from every device he owned. His phone, his computer, even the static on his TV, all of them carried the voices. And every time he tried to ignore them, the message would appear. "You can't run. Put them on." Derek hasn't been seen since. Some say he finally gave in, that he put the headphones on one last time. Others believe he destroyed them and vanished to escape their reach. But late at night, if you listen closely to the static on a quiet channel, you might hear his voice whispering, "Don't make the same mistake I did.